Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. We're having a great day. Today, well, I'm bringing you a 1,000-mile road test with the all-new Acura Integra Type S with the 6-speed manual transmission. The Integra is just such a famous family of performance vehicles from Acura, and I can't wait to share with you guys how it's coming together. Also, next up, we're going to Sonoma Raceway after this. It should be very exciting to finish the video there, but we started down in San Diego and finally made it out here, so I want to put together everything of what this new Acura Integra Type S is all about. First off though, check out that view right behind me. It is incredible. First, let me give you a walk around of the vehicle, then let's get behind the wheel. Let me show you how that manual transmission comes together with this VTEC 2-liter 4-cylinder motor. And the turbos with these VTEC engines, they are so fun. Let's get straight to it in this video. Let me give you a quick run around of the vehicle, then let's get behind the wheel and let me show you how it drives with that 6-speed manual transmission. Obviously, you're getting a lot of reworkings done all around the vehicle from a design standpoint. They want to try to show off the more performance nature of the vehicle. Specifically, you have a 3-inch wider front track, and to do that, they have given you a wide body for the front and rear of the vehicle. So stance-wise, yeah, this does not look like a standard Integra anymore. And what's funny about it is a lot of people recognize what it is. When I've been driving out here, people who are enthusiasts recognize the Integra Type S branding. Speaking to the Acura team, I was actually informed this captures the youngest buyers in the market segment compared to the Mercedes CLA and the Audi S3. I can see why having that manual transmission and the triple exhaust out back, it just speaks fun driver's car. Talking about that triple exhaust, let me walk all the way around back. First off, this one does have the extra $1,000 carbon fiber rear spoiler. Price as tested for this vehicle from Acura is right around $53,000. And yep, there is that triple exit exhaust out back that features active functionality. So in standard comfort mode, it's gonna be closing the rear exhaust valves to try to give you a more of a silent, more livable everyday commuting tone. Then towards Sport Plus, it's gonna open those active flaps all the time, giving you the bangs on the upshifts and downshifts, even when you let off on the throttle. I'll show you that shortly. Looking to the left, you see this diffuser blended in with the lower rear fascia. The team really looked far with the aerodynamics of the vehicle, so this helps to reduce the lift and give you more downforce. With the Integra Type S, you are getting upgraded Brembo brakes. It says Brembo right there on the side of the Acura logo. This is going to be track bred. Therefore, you can enjoy the Michelin PS4 standard tires in combination with these upgraded Brembo brakes, give you more stopping power. Coming up forward, you actually have 170% increased airflow for the front end of the vehicle, having these diamond cuts on the front grills. So they wanted to maximize the cooling of the vehicle and improve airflow. Down below, you have brake cooling ducts that channel airflow right here on the sides of these downforce blades on the left and the right. It's important that people know that these vehicles were developed by different teams. I'm speaking about the Civic Type R and the Integra Type S. Now, the team that developed the Integra Type S is the same team that developed the 5th gen Acura Integra. And here it is, guys, the high-revving 2-liter VTEC turbo engine powering the Integra Type S. Altogether, you do have 320 horsepower that peaks at 6,500 RPM. Torque is actually very strong down low in the RPM. It's 310 pound-feet of torque, starting from 2,600 to 4,000 RPM. Compared to the Audi S3, this does have more power, 14 more horsepower. Even going to the Mercedes CLA 35 AMG, that only has 302 horsepower. And those are the main competitors. This makes not only more power, but it weighs 300 plus pounds less than the competitors within the segment. And my favorite part, it's only available with a manual transmission. Yes, brands are bold enough to make those changes nowadays. I love to see that. We're not seeing it anymore. Let's get inside and see how it drives. Don't touch. Okay, here we go, getting inside the Acura Integra Type S. I'm very excited about this because we are next to San Francisco. The views are incredible. This is my 1,000-mile journey in the Integra Type S. I really want to find out how it comes together, and so far I have a lot to share, and I can't wait to get straight to it in this video. First off, let me go ahead and start up the Integra Type S. This is going to be, well, the latest in the Integra family. We've seen so many great great generations. My favorite goes back to the 2000s, early 2000s, and seeing this new one come out and driving it so far, I really am impressed, and I think it's up there on the entire list. So let's turn it on right now. We do have the 2-liter VTEC. The team really tried capturing the spirit of the Integra with the Type S, and I think having a curb weight of around 3,200 pounds is so incredible because it feels small, it feels light. You're sitting down low in the chassis. Let's put it in first gear. Also, let's turn on the fun mode, Sport Plus. We have finally made it to San Francisco. The drive so far has been absolutely amazing. Now, putting this car in the 6th gear on the highway, I was able to achieve roughly 28 miles per gallon. The Civic Type R suspension could feel very stiff at times with the compression. Getting inside this vehicle, I know it's developed by a completely different team. It's a much more mature and composed version of the Civic Type R. Did you hear those pops on that upshift? Being in Sport Plus mode, it actually utilizes that active exhaust. It's going to be fully open all the time versus the other driving modes like Standard. It's not going to be giving you all those pops with each upshift and downshift, and then when you let off and release the throttle. In Standard Comfort mode, it will only engage the open active exhaust when you're on full gas. Oh my gosh, having a manual in this Integra makes it so engaging. Here we go, climbing this canyon road up to where the Golden Gate Bridge is. This is a 3,200 pound Integra Type S, and it really does show in the corners. I'm so sick of cars where they're getting close to 4,000 plus pounds. There we go, got the pop again. So it seems like every single gear change I throw at it, it gives me those backfires. That is cool, even on deceleration. Hear that? Wow, look at this view. I couldn't think of anything I'd rather be doing right now. This view is amazing. There's a lot of people out here too though. Gotta be very slow next to them. For highway speeds, what I found, sitting in 6th gear in Standard Comfort mode, the ride quality is very compliant. It's been very relaxing. I can use cruise control, adaptive settings to keep a certain length. Then it's even got a lane assist down here to my right. If I hit it one time, it'll keep me within the lanes, as you can see here. You have to keep both hands on the wheel, obviously. I think Sonoma is going to be down this hill. I have to cross some bridges, and then it'll be on the northern side of San Francisco. I'm very excited to bring this car to this track. It's a massive event going on right now. Taking it out for a distance, a road trip like this, I'm able to learn more about it. Yeah, the display in front of me is not the biggest display on the market. I think all the technology comes together to serve a purpose. I find these Japanese cars, not only from my past have they been very reliable, but moving forward, they're always trying to capture exactly what you need, what's required, the necessities. They don't go too far with throwing gimmicks. It's actually very sporty. We have the perforations on the steering wheel with the red stitching all around. It even says Type S on the bottom. I would love to see a racing mark in the middle, but I get it. This is the more matured version, so it makes sense. I do like the red accents all throughout the interior. This gear shifter right here is very unique because it's not a massive wide cue ball they usually have in the middle of these performance manuals coming out. It's skinnier again. It feels just precise. You don't need to have a massive component to grab on to shift gears. You can have a very small mount right here with the perforations on and the red stitching, and you can precisely just slide into the next gear. It feels satisfying how small it is because it makes it feel different.
If you didn't know this, actually, this Acura Integra Type S was designed and engineered out there in Japan, but then they built them out here in America, in Ohio, I believe. Same thing for the NSX. This is American built, but Japanese engineer. I have found with this clutch pedal that when you go through the gears, downshifting or just leaving from a stoplight, the engagement points on the clutch, it's very early in the travel, so there's a lot of dead space once you get on the pedal. Once you get used to it, it's totally fine. It's just something that you get into and you notice. Some manuals with the clutch, it's a very late engagement. This is right away.
This is it. Welcome to Sonoma Raceway, Velocity Invitational out here. Let's pull on in. Let's show off our media badge and get straight in and check out all the cars out here at the racetrack. What an amazing place to take this new Integra Type S. Now, I couldn't get it next to the track front because it was all filled with race cars. My point for this test was to capture the lifestyle behind owning a vehicle like this. You're not going to be running it at every single track day. It's always fun coming to car events that are big, full of other great performance vehicles on the market. Now, driving this Type S all the way up here has given me the ability to learn so much about it. Let me wrap up my thoughts on the way back south. Getting on power with the VTEC motor. It just revs and revs and revs. Did you see that lightning on the right side? Oh my gosh. In the dark of the storm, on the golden bridges in sight, prowling at the racetrack, the Integra Type S has one calling: take me for a drive.